Nestled in historic downtown Apex, there's a place where you can experience the wonders of craft beer. Enjoy a wide selection of beers from North Carolina, the U.S., and around the world. And it's only at the Beer Dispensary.
Hi, I'm Glenn. This is Dave. We're at NC Beer Guys. We promote NC Craft Beer online at ncbeerguys.com. We do these videos to introduce you to some of the great beer that's available statewide in North Carolina, maybe to introduce you to a brew or a brewery or some particular place you can pick up a great craft beer across the state of North Carolina. We're all about NC beer.
That's right.
Today we're very pleased to be drinking a new product for us. We've not had this before. This is the Wee Heavy Scotch Ale out of the Duck-Rabbit Brewery down in Farmville. That's just outside of Greenville for you guys who don't know, the eastern part of the state. They sold their first beer in August of 2004, specializing in beautiful, delicious, full-flavored dark beers, they say. They say, when we brew, we're happy and we dance. During fermentation, we sing softly to the yeast. Please try our beer and enjoy a taste of contentment. And they make some great dark beers. If you're into the dark side of beer, you're all about some Duck-Rabbit. They've done great things.
Yep.
They recently won a couple of GABF medals this year. They won a silver for their Duck-Rabbit Märzen, okay, and bronze for the Schwarzbier. All right. And that was their 4th and 5th total GABF medals for all time. So they're award-winning brewers, and of course their products are well known, and as I said, they've been around a little more than 10 years now, so they do great stuff, and they're widely available in North Carolina.
That's right.
So the Wee Heavy is released in October. The Scotch Ale is a full-bodied, deep-colored copper treasure, bold and malty. This beer's sweetness comes from a massive quantity of grain, complemented by some serious kettle caramelization. The flavor is rounded out by a warming alcohol sensation that comes in at a big ABV of 8. And Duck-Rabbit says in their blog a little bit about Scotch ales. They have an intense depth of caramel, malty sweetness originating in caramel malts, obviously, but also from an intense kettle boil that further caramelizes the sugars extracted during the mash. Scotch ales are not known for their hoppy characteristics, but there are enough hops slightly to counterbalance the full malt profile. Wee Heavy's caramel sweetness is balanced by a faint heat derived from the alcohols that hit the nose more subtly than, but with the reminiscence of a true Scotch whiskey, so hence Scotch Ale. All this means the Scotch Ale stand up really nice to desserts and to rich, stick-to-your-gut feast. So next time you have a stick-to-your-gut feast, pull out a Wee Heavy.
So is it caramel or caramel?
I think it's caramel. But people say
well, you were saying caramel.
People say it all kinds of ways.
Yes, Shaquille.
So, that's right. Who knows how to say it? We're all about the beer.
That's right.
We're not worried about the caramel or caramel. So this has got this great malty aroma that you expect from a big beer. How about the alcohol? You get some alcohol burn or not in the aroma? You don't smell the alcohol.
No, I'm smelling alcohol. Oh, it's malt forward.
Very malty. This is, like as they say, it's a dark, big, beefy, substantial kind of beer.
And you get that nice caramel flavor to it. A little, like nice and deep.
Very much.
Oh,
very much so. I think it's great.
Even though this is a high ABV, I could settle with this one big time.
You won't settle for a lot of them at 8%.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll soon be very settled.
Yeah. Crash on the couch.
I think this is a very good standard example. This is not a Wee Heavy that's on the end of the continuum in my mind. It's very much what it should be as a Wee Heavy.
So you're saying like this is the purest form you think?
Well, I don't know about the purest one
that
ever.
you know of.
But it suits me.
Right.
If I ordered any kind of Wee Heavy and it tastes like this, would be satisfactory to me.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I don't find anything that's particularly unique about it, but it's just a wonderful standard quality Scotch Ale.
So 9.
And the regular Scotch ales, and we know the difference in Scottish ales and Scotch ales, so you guys need to look up the difference too if you don't know.
Scottish ales are lighter.
When you go in, and a lot of people are doing Scottish ales now. Lots of people don't do Scotch ales except Wee Heavies. It seems like everybody wants to do the Wee Heavy, which is the bigger, more high ABV versions of the Scotch Ale, but you find a few true Scotch ales around, but mostly what you'll see is Scottish ales, which are lighter, more sessionable, more low ABVs.
Right. Yep.
And a lighter beer usually, but they can, but you know how styles go. They also can be very flavorful. They can be as dark as a wee heavy is dark, because this one is not particularly,
no,
it's kind of a dark amber, but it's not
amber or a deep ruby.
We've had lots of more black, darker beer.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yep. It's wonderful.
I think they've hit another home run with this in the dark beer category, and you can hardly go wrong with a Duck-Rabbit beer.
No, you can't.
And we've got to get down there, by the way.
Yes, we do.
We need to, you guys in Farmville, we need to come down and give you guys a visit. We're going to do that soon enough. If you get this, Duck-Rabbit is widely distributed across the state.
Yep.
So you should have no problem finding this, particularly this time of the year.
That's right.
You won't find this in like spring and summers, but now it's come out in October. You'll have it through the spring. Get your hands on some. This is easily something you can drink in the late spring or in the early spring at least, until it gets warmed up.
Right, right.
If you drink the styles and drink the seasons.
Right.
So we're the NC Beer guys recommending this Duck-Rabbit Wee Heavy Scotch Ale.
Yep.
And remember, until next time, drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.